Hello Azrael, thank you very much for having me, and thank you all at the Amigatronics team also for this interview. Yeah, my first Amiga was an Amiga 500 when I had, if I remember well, 16 or 17 years old. But by that time, around me, I didn't have so much friends having an Amiga, and friends having computers. Their parents, had other models like Apple IIe, TRS-80, and some of them even had the first Atari computers like the 800 XL. So by that time, there were a lot of different kind of home computers, I would say so. And it was like this. So as many friends as you could have by that time interested in computers, most of them had different computers than yours. So it was very funny. And when you had discussions with his friends about what you were doing with your computer, of course by the time mostly playing games, but some of us were trying to do or to learn a bit more instead of only playing games. So for myself, I was always curious about music, and I'm not so much a musician, I would say, but I was always trying to do some music, learning the tracker, and it came to me very late. I think when I had like 19 years old, that to play music on an Amiga, it should really be done by using a MIDI interface and with a keyboard. But that didn't really occur to me at this time, so that was very funny. Well, most of the story is that 15 years ago, I left the country to live abroad, to set up my first company. So I stored quite all of my belongings in the attic, and also with some of friends who kept some of my belongings for me. And then when I came back last year, I went over my stash, and it's like a treasure, you know. So I discovered again some of these Commodore boxes with the logo on it. And after I opened it, I just discovered again some of the items I had. Some of them I already forgot, like the A1200 keyboard I had, which is I posted a photo on Facebook, and I didn't remember I had this keyboard, and that was a really nice surprise. So yeah, I went over my stash, and of course the A1200 booted at first, powering up. I did make a small mistake here, I would say, because I didn't open it before powering up, but I was lucky enough, it didn't have any damage. So everything went well, and but man, this case is really yellowed, and it's not only about the case who has yellowed over the time, but I don't think that in my young age I was so careful. So I have some, holes, and some parts are even broken, and I wasn't so careful, I guess. So by talking with a friend and having the same issues, we decided to go over eBay. First thing is, okay, let's go over eBay to find a new case. And we didn't find one. And we did find some full sets for Amiga 1200, but we didn't want to buy a new computer. And they were kinda yellow also on eBay. So, and if you find a very nice one, which is not yellowed and quite good looking, like new, these things are coming pricey. So we just did not went that way. And some days later, after a joke one of us made, we're just starting to thought that maybe this is not so much crazy, making new cases for ourselves, and then from ourselves it jumped to everybody, and then okay, this is another scale, how to do that. And because now we have experience, of course, for what we do for a living, we started to find a way how to manufacture new cases, and here we are. Well, I'm afraid to say that this is already the plan B, as we've launched the first campaign during summer vacations in August. So, and only for over 30 days. So yes, this is a plan B. Of course, there is some differences from the first campaign, like the Amiga name embossed and new special editions. But mainly, yes, this is a plan B already. And if we don't reach the goal as of this campaign now, I'm afraid to say that Amigans will have to do without new cases, because I'm not sure we're going to launch a third time, unless there is a major leap or a major change of something really new coming up that could significantly lower the goal. For us to think that a third launch would be successful, but if that's not happening, we're not going to launch a third campaign. So we really need this campaign to reach its goal, and of course we need the help of all Amigans out there. Let me say that the people currently supporting us are amazing people. We're receiving so much messages and emails from all of you guys, telling us how huge this initiative is, and thank you so much for supporting us. And to the whole majority of the Amigans which are not yet supporting us, guys, if you want to support the Amiga campaign, and maybe not all of you actually really need a new case, but new motherboards are coming out soon, and we need all of your support. We do understand that the €79 first case reward is not as cheap as we could expect. We could hope for a case, but the Amiga community is shrinking. is a small community. The audience is very small, and we do have to build 3 new molds here. So there is high costs on one side and a small audience over the other side. So we understand that, but we need your help here. So thanks to all of you who are going to support us again, and I think we will make it this time, really. Colored cases will mainly be available for the time of this campaign. It's very simple to understand why. After the first production run and all the colors for our backers being supported, if ever we run the manufacturing process a second time, it will be only from some distributors' demand. So most of the time distributors will ask us to get original Amiga 1200 color. no other color. Of course, it's possible. We can do it if they ask us for any specific color. But mainly, we already know that the color range will not be available on demand and will not be in stock. So people willing to have a deep colored A1200 case, let's support our campaign. No, not really. Limited versions and color diversity is not really an inconvenience regarding the case production. What is an inconvenience is the fact that the Amiga community is shrinking and the audience is so small. So this is the biggest inconvenience we have. But color diversity, no, it's not. Regarding limited versions, limited editions or special editions, like we call them, there is 4 models that are more pricey to produce. Yes, indeed. That is for the limited Ghost edition, and the 3 models from the limited series, the limited Metal series, because they get special treatment to be shiny, like gold, bronze, and silver. Yes, these 4 models brings us a little inconvenience, but I would say that these are special editions, so that's normal. Yes, we do indeed thinking of manufacturing new replacement keys for the original Amiga 1200. But mainly these key sets are going to be also compatible with all the Amiga line, except for the Amiga 600, which has a couple of keys with different shape. So we're looking into that, but mainly keys, full key set are going to be compatible with all the Amiga line, except of course for the Amiga 1000 and earlier models of the Amiga 500 and earlier models of the Amiga 2000 external keyboard, which used cherry switches. Of course, but beside that, yes, we're looking into it, and the full set keys are going to be compatible with most of the Amiga line. Yes, international keyboards all have different keyboard layouts regarding the key lettering. So the keys are all the same, of course, but the lettering are different. And we simply, during the manufacturing process, at the end we simply apply a different layout for each country. We're looking into 2 or 3 different kind of lettering printing. There is the option of laser etching, which is nice, I guess. Another way we really like is also dye sublimation, which basically let the ink melt inside the plastic. So this is very resilient over time and very, very sharp. So we really like that. And the last option is to use pad printing, which is quite old keyboards as of today, and even in the past used pad printing, which is a sticker on top of the keys. When I say sticker, don't have in mind this round sticker, this round colored sticker that some people used to put on the keys. But if you look closely at the keyboard you actually using on your PC, on your Mac. Most of the keyboard manufactured as of today have pad printed keys. So, but mainly we're looking to use dye sublimation to manufacture keyboard layouts. Yeah. So yes, full keycap sets and full keyboards are going to be available in other languages than English. Actually, we're looking to produce every languages that backers are going to ask us to have after the keyboards or the keycaps campaign will be finished. Of course, if there is only, let's say, one German keyboard to be manufactured, I think we'll do this manually because there is costs involved in manufacturing and printing layouts, I would say. But I don't think there will be only one keyboard for a specific language. There will be at least 10 or 20 keyboard, and even if there is only 10 or 20 caps to be printed of this layout, we'll print more to be sure that if anybody coming after and requesting for this specific language, we'll be able to get one. So we don't think there is any issue here. Well, indeed, we're very happy we were able to license Amiga Inc. For this campaign second run. So we're very happy with it. Of course, licensing any product is not an easy choice to do, and we're glad we made this decision, which is, I would say, the difference between the first campaign and the one running right now is that we're way more involved in it as of this license. But yeah, we're very happy that we've made this choice, and we're very happy that Bill McEwan reached us back when we tried to contact him again. And so this is really huge. Well, first, I'd say that individual computers are doing a great job. I mean, look at their products. I'm not sure if I can use the word sexy here, but I think their products are sexy, yeah. And they're just amazing. They rock on a such small market, such small audience, like the same audience we do have for manufacturing the new Amiga 1200 cases. So what they're doing is just great. Simply, this is just great. And we do had some cordial contacts with gents, mainly telling us what they were working on regarding the A1200 reloaded motherboard compatibility within existing cases. So I'm not here to disclose any kind of information, but what I can say is that no Amigans have to worry about the A1200 reloaded motherboard, because individual computers are doing everything nicely, and these motherboards are going to fit in existing cases, yes, A500 and A1200. Yes, indeed, you're right. The main cost for this project is due to the manufacturing of the 3 molds we need to get new A1200 cases to be done. After the Kickstarter ends and all the first production round is done, I don't think we're going to produce more units right away. It will be only after a certain period of time, I guess, and if there is enough demand coming mainly from distributors, I guess. But we're not yet here, so we're more focused on reaching the campaign goal right now, because we need to manufacture the molds, right? But after the first production, I don't think we will manufacture more units right away. I'm not sure of that, no. Starting from scratch, I mean, if a potential user would like to start from scratch, having no Amiga parts, no case, no keyboard, no nothing, and willing to get a new whole unit, yes, indeed, I think it would be quite expensive, but as of today only, as of right now. And indeed, this could potentially, of course, discourage some users. Let's just have a look about the word expensive. Buying a pen or buying a spoon for $300, $300. That is expensive indeed for a spoon or for a pen. Buying a car for $10. This is not expensive, of course, depending what kind of cars, of course. But the example I'm giving here is that something being expensive is only related to what it is, and is also dependent of the market audience and potential buyers of these products. So yes, it will be expensive for some people, but for some other people it would not. So it's really depending on the view of the Amigans have regarding what expensive is, and over the time, if we succeed to widen the Amiga community audience, pricing are going to lower. I'm quite sure that the Amiga future actually has a future. So of course the first users are going to pay a bit higher price. Yes, indeed, we're very happy to have Amiga Store with us on this campaign, and they're going to support us through the 50Ks pack pledge that they're going to sell on their online shop. And but we are not going to make our cases directly available on their online shop. We did not even thought about that, and we didn't had any discussion of some sort going that way. And about the prices after the Kickstarter, well, right now we're more focused on producing the first batch of A1200 cases, and we think that if there is a demand for even more new cases, I think that this demand will rise somewhere next year or even in around 2 years. So by that time I have no idea what the pricing, how much would cost one of these cases, because mainly we're going to produce new cases from demands coming from a distributor and reseller. So these guys are going to fix the price after all. Definitely not us. So I have no idea what kind of prices you can expect in around a year or 2 years. Obviously, the cases are going to be cheaper, I guess. Yes, of course. But I have no idea in what proportions. So, and right now, we do need the support of everybody, every Amigans that listening this interview. So yes, guys, we need your help, and to get new Amiga 1200 cases now or in 2 years, we need these new molds, and we need to finance this initiative. So we need your support on the Kickstarter campaign. Yes. No, right now we don't have any other projects related to Commodore, any old Commodore machines, or any other retro computers or retro system or anything. We already working on new keycaps for the Amiga computer lines, and also new keyboards if that's doable. But aside that, we don't have any other projects related to a retro system, I would say. Yeah, sure. First, I'd like to send a big thanks to all followers, backers, Amigans, who actually already supported this amazing Kickstarter campaign. Thanks to all of you guys. As of today, because of you, we reached 60% of the goal we have to reach, and because of all of your help and all your support, we're going to make it this time. We're quite confident with this. And I would say to all other followers and Amigans who are still asking themselves if they're willing to support this campaign or not, I would like to say them that this is a chance, as of today, to get new Amiga 1200 cases to be manufactured. If they want new cases, if they want the Amiga-based community to grow again and to rise again, I really would like them to understand that we'd love to have them with us, and we really need their help and their support. Even the first reward is about 79 euros. We know that's not clearly cheap, but we do need everybody's help to make this happen. And over the coming days, we will have new special editions arriving, and we're working very hard to have with us one of the well-known Amiga game editor and distributor to work with us for a very special edition. It's just not yet here, and it may not become a reality because it's pretty complex due to different license and rights ownership spread across different companies. But we're working hard on it to get a very, very special edition. Hopefully we'll be able to make it. But for now, we need all of your support. Even if you can't afford a full case, we've added, as of yesterday, we've added a lower reward where you can get free mugs and Amiga spare parts. And there is a first entry reward, the 20 euro run, which you can get all the Amiga parts like the trapdoors, new screws, and everything for your Amiga. So we need all of your help here to reach our goal, and with all of you, we'll make it. Thank you very much for listening to this interview and to listen to my very bad accent. And I'd like to thank Amigatronics to having us also. Me and my friends, we're all very lucky that you were willing to ask us some of these questions. So again, thank you. Thanks to all of you supporting us, and live long and prosper, I would say, to the Amiga.